Assalamualaikum and a good day to everybody. So in this video, we will show you a demonstration on experiment 4. We will begin the demonstration by introducing the apparatus used, followed by the setup and the procedure. So let's begin. Alright, so we have in front of us here right now is a flywheel, right? And the next apparatus, as we can see here, is a stopwatch, digital stopwatch. And the next apparatus, we have a few slotted mass, right, of different weights. And the next apparatus, as we move on, we can see this is a meter ruler. Everybody knows that's a meter ruler. The next one is a G clamp, right? Why is it a G clamp? Because it is shaped like a G. And the next one is some strings and scissors for you to tie your slotted mesh. And last but not least, we have our piece of softboard or plywood. Alright, and oh yeah, I almost forgot our vernier caliper. So now we begin setting up the apparatus as in figure 4.2. So first we put the softboard onto the floor. This is to prevent the slotted mesh from hitting the floor. Alright, next we secure a safe position for our flywheel and then we make it stay in place by using a G clamp. Okay, make sure it's properly fastened. Alright, now check to see whether it is not moving. Okay, very good, so it's not moving. Now the next step would be for you to tie your string to the axle. Now, it will be best if you could tie the string onto the screw of the axle. Alright. Okay, so next we wound the string onto the axle. Alright. Try to wound it properly into the grooves in the axle. Alright, so once that is done, we now tie our slotted mesh. Alright, just tie it as securely as possible, however you can. Alright. Okay, and we leave it dangling down. Now, alright, once you have already tied your slotted mesh, now just rotate the axle. And as you rotate the axle, you can see that it goes up. Yay! Obviously. Now, for the fourth step in our procedure, it says there to choose a fixed point H above the floor. So we begin recording height H from the floor or from the softboard. Alright, so we record from the softboard to the base of your slotted mesh. Okay, so just choose whatever height that you prefer, and you have to remember this is your constant variable. Next, we have to measure the diameter of our axle. Alright, so where is our axle? Is that one? Or is it the big blue one? Which one? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The correct answer is not the blue one. Yay! So the front one, I have been telling you throughout the video, that is the axle. Where is the axle? Yes, the one that's in front of you. Remember. Okay, so we measure the diameter of our axle. Now, how do we measure the diameter of our axle? Do we measure it like this? Or do we like that? Or like this? Or like that? You figure it out. Alright, so once we have already done the measurement, now we begin with our experiment. Okay, so for the next procedure, we shall be starting our experiment. But before we do that, now as you can see here, the hanging mesh is spinning around, correct or not? So try to make it as still as possible. Now, secondly, your slotted mesh or your hanging mesh. So your slotted mesh actually has mass, surprisingly. So as you can see at the bottom of your slotted mesh, the mass is how many grams? Aha, it's for you to find out. Alright, and we have a few type of slotted mesh. The first one being the one that is tight. The second one is, yeah, this one. Okay, also has a different mesh. So you have to figure it out. And for each of our slotted mesh that we are going to use, alright, for each of our slotted mesh that is going to be used, there will be a number indicated on the slotted mesh itself. Okay, so you can see clearly that that is the mesh of your slotted mesh. However, if you are still in doubt, then there's no problem. You can use your weighing scale. Okay, you can use your weighing scale in the lab to be sure that the slotted mesh that we are using is as shown. The mesh is as shown. So for the next step, release the slotted mesh from the fixed height H after the string has been wound around the axle. Okay, so we have already done that. Now, in order to add mesh, now as you can see here, we are adding, oh, it's falling down. We are adding another mesh of 10 grams. Okay, and as you can see, the slotted mesh starts to fall. Alright, now as you can see here, the slotted mesh is swinging. So we do not want any swinging action. Alright, so this is as a precaution step. So slightly gently touch the slotted mesh so that it stops swinging. Alright, okay. So once it has already done swinging, alright, little swinging motions is acceptable. Now, in order for you to put your slotted mesh, alright, another precaution, right? In order for you to put your slotted mesh, make sure to put the mesh slowly. This is in order to prevent any impulsive force acting on your experiment, and this will cause your experiment to stray from the correct path. Alright, so as a tip, this is a tip, when you want to release your slotted mesh from rest, it is better for both of you to begin counting. Alright, so for example, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Okay, and we record the time it touched the floor. Alright, so as you can see here, that is your time. Okay, in order to increase our mesh, alright, like I said before, slowly add your mesh in order to prevent impulsive force. Alright, okay, good. So if it is still moving, it is wise that your friend hold the axle, right, in order to prevent it from moving. Okay, so once that is done, again we repeat the step in order to take the time. Alright, so we have already reached the end of our experiment for today, and remember to tabulate all of your data and plot a graph of alpha against t. Alright, for more information you can refer to your respective lecturers.